Hi friends. It's early Saturday morning and I wanted to do a video real quick, if the cat lets me, before I get going on my day, just to share. We're taking a break from the Bible study videos and I'm doing a craft video. And, okay, meow meow, stop. Stop. You have to stop. So, I just wanted to talk a minute about we all have this issue, I'm sure, I can't be the only one, about the white side of single-sided craft paper when we're building journals. And I've come up with a couple of solutions that I want to share with you. And the first one, I'm going to start over here. So like the first one I did, I made a mask out of a manila envelope, manila folder. It's nice and sturdy. I just folded it, cut it, unfolded it. I knew I wanted it round because I wanted it to fit one page. And something to consider manila folders are an amazing thing to have on hand if you're a junk journaler or a journaler of any kind, because really, meow meow, really, you're drooling. Because what happens, you can make so many things out of them. They make great tags. They make great, you can cut them up into mini folders to store stickers. You can create things like this out of it. I really like covering them and making tags out of them, things like that. Just having a box on hand. But when you buy them, you have to be sure you don't get the cheapest one possible, because those don't hold up. I think these are just like Amazon Basics, and you get a whole box of them for really cheap. It's nice. So what I did with them, when I made that mask, meow meow, I need you to stop. You're going to stop. No, doggies are not going to chase her. Go lay down. My goodness, sorry. Anyhow, I'm going to start over. Hi, crafty friends. Okay, we're taking a break from Bible study videos and we're switching to a craft video today. And I just wanted to share with you a little bit, a solution I came up with for the single-sided craft paper when you're building journals and you get the white side. Way too much white in a journal. And so I've got a couple thoughts on how to fix that. And I thought I'd share with you. One of the things that I'm going to start with is I made a tool. I made a mask. I took a manila folder and I folded it in quarters, rounded it so it would match. I made it oval so when I opened it, it would fit in my journal page, right? Okay, you two, not here. Of course, the dogs and cats all want to play in here right now because I'm in here early Saturday morning. So the thing is having a box of manila folders is amazing, because I use them for everything. I like to make tags out of them. I'll cut them down, make small folders for just, holding little bits and bobs. I made a mask. And just the only thing is I will say you can get a whole box of them super cheap on like Amazon, but don't go for the cheapest one, because I have when they're too thin. See, you want that, if you can hear that thickness, you want a nice thick smooth one. The really cheap ones are like paper thin and they have a lot of tooth in them. They're not fun to work with. So just get a basic. Amazon Basics is great. Just get a basic box of manila folders. Yeah, I don't know. One box will last 2 years. They're great to have on hand though. So I made this mask out of one, and the first thing I did with it to get rid of, so I'm making some journals for upcoming craft fair. I'm using up some of my themed papers. And so this is an Alice in Wonderland journal I made. And so to solve some of the white papers, first of all, putting 2 back to back and gluing them to make a pocket is a great solution, but you can't have that for every page, right? You need just pages for your journal. So you can go around and, you know, do some distress ink. I actually threw on some stickers on that one because I had them in my stash and they matched my theme. But I want to get to... do I have... Let me see if I can find a... here we go. So I used a mask. I put the mask down and I did the distress ink around it. Took the mask up, finished out the edges, and then I did some stamping. And I liked the way the stamp looked, like in and out of the mask both. But as we get further, let me see if I can find a double page I did. Here we go. I did the mask on 2 pages, and these are stickers. Oh, and this is actually die cut I glued on. Then, again, the double mask with just some corners. Excuse me. There's one page where I want to show you where the reason this mask has stickers on the edge is because I did the stickers on the mask, or I'm stamping on the edge. I did the stamping on the mask too. And I think it's really cute. That's a pocket, but I need to find where it is because I got tired of the plain one. So, you know, you want to like mix it up a little, right? Here we go. Okay. So I did a mask on both these pages. And when I stamped, nope, that's still in and out. Okay, it must have been one of the other books. But what I did was I put the mask down so that half the stamp was in and half the stamp was out. And then it was really cute to have the stamp end as well as the mask. Like you could imagine, like it if that weren't there. But then I also liked it this way. So this book, I did it this way. So, and I don't want to pull out all my books, but you get the idea. So that is just 2 if you count the pages, but the page, gluing the pages back to back, I didn't come up with that. Someone else did that. And so in this one, this is my first attempt at a little golden book journal. I love how it turned out. She's so cute. Barbie, Princess and the Pop Star. Didn't really intend it for a little girl in that, you know, like, I don't know. I love Barbies, so it's a throwback to my childhood. I would totally use this journal as an adult. But, excuse me. That I digress. Anyways, so the white pages, I came up with a couple solutions in this because I get bored and I want to try new things. So with this one, I did the mask a little different. Let me find a page where I did the mask. Okay, well I didn't use a mask, but here is white page solution where I just did a frame of stickers and added some journaling boxes. Good way to get rid of your sticker stash. More sticker stash that I got rid of for the double white page. And then, here we go. That's not the first one though. Where's the first one? That I did like that. That I liked how it turned out. And I want to show both. Oh, here we go. Okay. So this one, I used the mask. And what I did was I put the mask down. Okay. And I went around the edge of this and this way. I'm going to have to make a new mask now because it's all icky. Because I took the mask and I used my glue stick and I made a circle around the mask with my glue stick. Then I took a sheet of decorative tissue paper. Now, you could use the Tim Holtz one, but I make my own just with tissue paper. I'll just take a whole sheet of tissue paper and use all my stamps on it. And I use archival black ink. So I get that tissue paper, and then I have it just in a pouch on, oh, well, this also has some stickers I was using, but a pouch just full of the tissue paper that I make, so it's on hand and I can grab it. So I laid it down. I smoothed it over. I'm sorry. I picked up the mask. Okay. I left the ring of glue. Laid this down. Smoothed it over the glue. Then cut around the edge. Then what I did is I filled in the rest of the corners. I lifted it up. Filled all the corners with glue stick. Smooth this out. And so then what you're left with is you're left with this part in the center that's not attached. And I just very gently picked it up with my scissors. Cut a plus sign and then just started tearing so you can get this very natural ripped edge around where the glue attached. Just pulled back the part that wasn't attached till it revealed this. Then I added a couple die cuts. Now, the reason I wanted to show you that first, because this other one, I did the same thing, but I did not use the mask. I tried doing it without the mask, and I don't like it as much. It ended up being more square, and I had to fill in some corners and edges, and still looks good. I mean, I'm not angry about it, but I really liked it, the way it looked using the mask. I've done it a couple times in a couple different books now, and I just really love how that page turned out. So I am going to repeat this process. And like I said, you just put the mask down. I don't even washi it down. I just put the mask down. Go in a circle with my glue stick. Pick that up. Put the sheet down. Smooth it. Trim it so it's easier to work with. And then lift up the corner. And what I do is I'll add more glue. Smooth that out till you get to the edge, right? And then once it's all adhered, make a plus sign with some scissors. And when it's not attached, you can see, you can easily like poke a scissor through there. Just being very careful not to scratch the page underneath. And then just start ripping. And when you rip it, after the glue's dry, you get this natural line of where the glue adhered and the paper didn't. So, I just love how that turned out. So that's a fabulous way to use up your white paper. And then I have one more. I really like this. I decided to just do some, these are planner stickers, right? Which I'm sure you know, and some other stickers. And I just made, there's journaling area here. They can make a little list if they wanted to. Just really cute. They match my theme, so I thought they fit well in here. Good way to use up your sticker stash, which we all have. So I'm super excited about the way this journal came out. Taking it to the craft fair. Hopefully somebody falls in love with it. And it finds a lovely, lovely home. So I also found, side note, it has nothing to do with white paper, but I found this really stretchy ribbon, lace, and lots of different colors, and I am just loving. I am obsessed with bows right now. Usually I attach my fastener or whatever, my ribbon that in my closures. Usually I'll glue them on the inside before I put the paper down, but this one particularly, because it's a little golden book, I didn't cover the inside because I wanted to see that little golden book, you know, for the nostalgia. And this is just a great, and I love that it's stretchy because as this grows, I made this thing huge. It has 3 signatures, each having 10 folded pages. So you got 20 pages, double-sided. I mean, this thing's going to be huge when they start filling it up. There's going to be so much room. It already bulked up twice as big as it was when I made it. Or when I sewed in the signatures, when I started adding all the decorations and stuff. The loveliness of this elastic lace is that this thing could turn into an alligator mouth and this lace will still work. So I love that. And anyhow, I hope that this gives you some ideas. And happy journaling. Just get creative and don't be afraid to try, because you know what? If you don't like it, you can always cover it with another sheet of paper. So, happy crafting. Have a great day. Bye.